Hello, I'm Allison and I'm going blind. I have a condition called retinitis pigmentosa, which causes the cells in my retina to die and not return. Um, I'm 27, and about a week ago, I found out that I am legally not supposed to be driving anymore. I haven't had to take a visual exam at a driver's facility in like 4 or 5 years, and I totally cheated on the last test. And I guess that's why I'm making this video, because I just feel like super alone right now. Like, there's no one in my family who has this disorder or disease, whatever. And it's super hard to like know who to talk to, because people who aren't going through what I'm going through like really kind of like shut down when I try to talk about it. Because like, what do you say, you know? Like, I know there's other YouTubers with my condition, and a lot of them are actually like already blind, or they've been like legally blind since they were young. And um I've seen someone else like made a video like being like, where is everybody, like, where are all the RP people, retinitis pigmentosa people, who, not like that's like a type of person, but like, where are they? Where can we like come and talk with each other? And like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I want to talk to somebody else too. And like, there's like been a lot of things on my mind. So if anyone watches this, I guess if you have any like suggestions for me or anything, I've like reached out to a local, like an hour away, uh non-for-profit organization for blind and visually impaired. But because I won't be able to, I'm like not supposed to be driving. I'm like, I'll have to like arrange rides and stuff. And like, I have been thinking about getting a cane for walking around at night, and I figure like that will be a big adjustment. And so why not try to learn it now? And I don't, because like, for those of you who know what retinitis pigmentosa is, you know that like there's no telling, like, will I go blind, or will I just like, will I go completely blind, or will I still be able to see? Like, right now I can only see like directly in front of me, like this, like I can't really see anything like beyond that, and I can't really make it out unless it's like right in front of me. So um and that's hard. And like, it's hard for me to really understand it. Like, I'm still like trying to wrap my head around how much vision I've already lost, because it's so gradual, or has been so gradual, that it's just like kind of like normal. But like, other people can see a lot more than me, but I can't remember what it's like to see all of that. So it's like, what am I missing out on? What am I not seeing that other people can see? I already, like, sometimes it's obvious, like if I'm looking for an object and it's like right underneath of me, and so I can't see it because I can't see like down, I can only see directly in front of me. And like, tripping on the sidewalk, like, and other like normal people can see the cracks in the sidewalk somehow and not trip constantly. So that's kind of would be another good reason to get a cane. That's just, there's just like so many of like, what's gonna happen? You know, what's gonna become of me? I don't have a career. I've known that I was going blind since I was like maybe like 11 or something. And I was like 11 or 12. And so, like, I've always known this was gonna be a thing. It didn't really occur to me that I wouldn't be able to drive anymore until I started realizing that my vision was getting bad. And then I was like, oh no. So now here I'm 27 and I'm not going to be able to drive myself anywhere. And I just moved back to a small town. I was living in Fargo, North Dakota, and now I live in like a smaller town where I grew up. And so I know where everything is here. And so like that's a good thing. But there's like very few resources, and it seems like a lot of visually impaired and blind people like live near cities where there's more resources for them and they have more like accessibility options for people. So, and then the other thing that I've been thinking about is because it's hard for me to see like what kind of job can I do? You know, I'm not really the type of person that would enjoy working like a traditional desk job, which would be the easiest position for me to fill because of my vision. So, if anyone has any, I'm an artist. There's a painting here. I did these paintings. I've done more paintings too. So maybe I can get that going for me, but I haven't really tried yet. I have my first art show coming up, but it's just, honestly, it's like unbelievable. Like it's an unbelievable experience. Like I described it to my boyfriend like a week ago. When I found out, I was like, this is like living in a nightmare. But it's like real life, you know, it's like you have like a dream, like, oh, I'm going blind. But no, that's my real life. And it's like so hard to accept that that's just happening and there's nothing I can do. Like literally nothing, and there is no treatment. Like they're working on like gene therapies and stuff, but I personally think it's questionable. I think genes probably do more than just one thing, and if you alter one gene, it could cause abnormalities somewhere else. And so, I mean, what would I risk the rest of my health for my vision? I'm not sure. And to be honest, like if any of you are going through the same thing too, like, or I know some people who have like degenerative diseases already get injections in their eyeballs, but I feel kind of uncomfortable with the thought of getting an injection in my eyeball. I feel like it would be really hard for me to keep my eyes still, and it would be really scary. So, so there's that. And the other thing that's like hard is like, it's, you know, because I can see, I think some people don't take me seriously when I tell them that I'm visually impaired because they can see that I'm looking right at them. You know, like they're like, what do you mean you can't see? You're looking at me. Like, okay, yeah. I can see directly in front of me, but if I looked away, I wouldn't be able to see you anymore. And like that's, well, okay, so I'm you know, I participate in the smoke circle every once in a while, and I can't see it if someone tries to pass it to me. I have to, like, you know, sometimes they'll be like, yo, Allison, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, I can't see. Like, you know, you have to tell me. Like, but it's always been so weird just not knowing anyone else who is going through this, and like I I wish that it wouldn't affect my life so much, that it would be a part of who I am, but like because of things, like it restricts me in some ways. And so in a way it is like, it truly is a part of who I am. Like I like identify with someone who is blind or visually impaired. Like the thought that I can see now. Like, and the other thing too is like, I found this out like a year or two ago. No, last year. I found out that I could lose my color vision. Like, huh? I didn't hear anything about that until like a year ago. And like, I love color. I'm sure that everybody like loves color, right? Like, oh, it's just a lot to take in. Like, and I really wish that I had like a group of people that I could talk to. So if anyone knows of any like, I don't know, Reddit things or forums or just like online support groups for people who are losing their eyesight, like it's just like a big adjustment. And like, oh, and then the other thing too that has been bothering me is the fact that I need to get, I guess I need to get genetic testing to see what kind of RP I have, because there's a chance that if I have a child, my child could have it as well, or my grandchildren. And I'm not necessarily cool with it. It'd be like a little bit better for them if they had me there, you know, unlike my situation where I know nobody with this disorder. But, and my partner isn't happy with that either. He doesn't want our child to go blind. So that complicates our relationship a little bit. And it's really just like all around, just like I've cried about it, and like I like sometimes I want to cry about it, but it's just like so surreal. And it's like, and there's nothing I can do. And I've cried about it before because I've been going through this since I was like 11 years old, since I found out. And, you know, having, you know, for the last like 10 years of my life, I've been telling people that I can't see well because I can't see in the dark. So whenever I go out with people at night, you usually have to like, you know, be somewhere lit up, or I have to be holding their hand because I cannot see, or I have to like hold their shoulder or something. And it's just, you know, it's just so weird to think that one day, like if I, one day when I look around, it will be nothing, or it will just be shadows, and I won't, like, it's just, it's so weird. It's just, I don't know when it's gonna happen, you know? It could happen now, or it could happen like in 30 years. I guess that's pretty much all I have to say right now. I know that I usually post plant videos, and to people who subscribe to me for that, I'm sorry. And if you made it till the end of this video, I am thankful that you stayed to hear my story. And would love to hear from you some more. I've just been going through a lot, and now that I found out about how little I can see, I think I'm gonna put more energy into making art and videos and stuff because I feel like that will be one of the easier things for me to do as a visually impaired person. And I'll keep doing the plants and stuff. I've just been so busy thinking about other things that I haven't been thinking about plant videos. And I need to do a lot of work in my house still, but it's coming along. So thanks for popping in to say hi or whatever, coming to watch my video. And would love to hear from anyone else with retinitis pigmentosa or anything else. And, you know, anyone who's like under 30 or whatever who is losing their sight, anyone who has recently lost their driver's license due to visual impairment. I'd love to hear from any of you. Thank you. And yeah, plants are cool.